Hello, hello. Welcome in. So glad you've taken some time to join me. So good to see you, Tommy Bricks. Odele Dorado, nice to see you as well. And Kim from Kirkham Brick Belts, glad you stopped by. I know it's getting late for you, with school starting back up again, so I appreciate you being here. Hello, Alex, my dear. So glad you stopped by. We are going to be working once more on our Pantasy Gumball Machine. But in the spirit of celebrating Pantasy's anniversary, they started their company back in August of 2020. I thought I would start by showcasing my very first fantasy build. And that is this Metal Gear Slug 3 arcade machine. This was a fun little build. It has these nice printed pieces that you can put into the background. Hello 24, so good to see you. And then they would rotate as part of the build. It's seen some better days. I've had this built for quite a few, but it's got a nice little play feature where you can then the machine gun kind of works. But yeah, I need to tear it down and rebuild it to kind of get it back up and running. But you've got a gold coin, so but this was my very first fantasy build, and I really enjoyed building it. It was a lot of fun. Some printed pieces, some stickers, but it was fun. I liked the mechanism. So yeah, I thought it would be a nice little showcase. How is everyone doing this evening? This beautiful Monday. So happy everyone's been able to join me this evening. It's always good to see so many friends and to take time to build with friends. Hello, Silent Mode. Welcome in. So glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. Been looking forward to this opportunity to build with you all tonight. And to continue progress on our gumball machine. So I'd like to hear from you. But there's never any pressure. Just a nice calm evening of building with friends. I hope you're building something of your own, and if you are, I'd like to hear about it. My internet seems like it's a little slow tonight, so I do apologize in advance for that. Wonderland Brickheads sounds like a fun thing. I do like the Brickheads theme. I have quite a few of them myself. It's back to school night for many many of our students this evening. That happy time of year. We need to make 3 of these. A lot of repetition tonight. Well, that's going to be a problem. Three of these, not 4 of these. Oh, heavens. That Edward Scissorhands does sound like a fun build. Been a very long time since I saw that movie. cousin, it had some cool swagger. It looks like we're going to be building 3 of these as well. Of course. I'll take that apart. And we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, at this point in time, I would settle for just a small amount of hair. Once upon a time, I had hair. Once upon a time. That's okay. I don't mind that I don't have hair anymore. Less to take care of. Less things to mess with and hassle with every morning, right? Repetition is probably about one of my least favorite parts of any build. But any build that's got symmetry to it is also going to have repetition. All right. Looks like we're doing this. Anytime we have a connection like this where you've got just one stud and the others are floating, not real fond of those connections. Same thing with this, right? It's only on there by 2 studs. And I almost prefer 4 studs. Huh. How did I miss that? Ah. this will make it a little bit better. Got all these extra pieces and I couldn't figure out why. Well, that'll make that a little bit better. That gives me my 4-stud connection that I was hoping for. I don't use Discord as much as I used to. Back when I was in my EverQuest 2 guild, I was on Discord all the time. But lately, I just don't spend a whole lot of time on Discord. I have my Instagram, but I don't post much. I should probably post more frequently on Instagram and Facebook. Of course, there was a different chat program that I used to use when I was playing Ultima Online. I can't not remember what it was called now. Oh. It was some kind of an instant messenger. Because that you could see the chat of. Gosh, what was the name of that program? It's going to drive me nuts. Back then I was running a pretty large sized guild. Pretty large sized guild. And I would log on, and I never got to really play because there was always, guild business. Always seemed like I was doing guild business whenever I would log on. I saw that, Alexandria. I will uh, take care of that as soon as this live stream ends. I do appreciate you following me on Instagram. Like I say, I don't post much there, and when I do post, I try to do more kind of behind the scenes stuff on my Facebook and Instagram. Usually stuff that I don't post on my YouTube channel is what I'll post onto my Instagram and Facebook. It did go through. I saw the notification. Seems like my music isn't very good on level. Of course, my earbuds stopped working as well. That didn't help. Hello, Candy, from One Brick at a Time. Welcome in. So glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. On this fine Monday evening. I noticed this morning that it's definitely getting colder already. I don't know how many of you enjoy the cold weather. It's not my favorite. Although I do like bonfires, and you need chillier weather for the bonfire for it to be really truly comfortable and enjoyable. And I do enjoy chilly season. Nothing better than a good bowl of chili. My dad, he used to really enjoy making chili. He would cook up a big batch of chili, and gosh, it would last probably all week. We'd be eating from that one bowl of chili. I do miss his chili he would make. I do miss him. And the color changing of the leaves is nice. It's very pretty. I guess for me, it's more just the snow. I don't really enjoy the snow and the ice. That's the big one for me. Although my new vehicle does have heated seats, I do enjoy those heated seats. That makes it a little easier. Although I can't really complain. Our winters here have been fairly mild in comparison to what they used to be. But winter is a good time to stay inside and catch up on your favorite TV shows and Netflix series. Good to binge. I have been enjoying this build. It's pretty cool. And of course, Pantasy is celebrating their 6th year of anniversary. They started their company in 2026 or 2020, August of 2020. So they may have some pretty nice deals on their site. I do have a link to their website in my description. It's not an affiliate or anything like that. It's just a link to their website. Hello, Mac Builds Bricks. Jason, it's so good to see you. I hope your trip has been wonderful and relaxing. Because we don't need 3 of those, we need 2 of those. Isn't that the way most traveling is, especially international traveling? It seems like a good idea at the time, and then the hassles come. I'm so glad it went well for you, though. Getting caught back up on work now? For me, that always seems to be the biggest deterrent of going on vacation, is the return to the mountain of work that didn't get done while I was away. Things have been going fairly well for me. I honestly can't complain too much. I have it pretty easy. Spent quite a few weeks this summer with my daughter and my wife. That was always nice. Did some small day trips, nothing spectacular. We didn't go anywhere this year. No major traveling this summer. Oh, this is going to be the mechanism for the ball release. That is nice. So we've got our blue pin in there. We want to get that on there like that. And as that spins and rotates inside, that's going to drop our ball. Nice and simple. What was your favorite part of the trip, if you don't mind sharing? Well, that does sound wonderful. I know that the Titanic holds a special place for you and your wife. So that does sound like a good time. I've been to the Titanic Museum. That's down in Pigeon Forge. That was a good trip. Hello, Brick Together. Welcome in. So glad you could take some time to join us this evening. I hope you're doing well on this Monday Royal. I don't know if you can see on the camera here These pieces are printed with some little ornate printing. Not a problem, Jason. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a blessed evening. I really like the printing on this. See if this will show up a little bit better now. Maybe. If I can get it on this camera. There. It's really neat. That is something that was nice about this set, was there was no stickers. It's all been printed. This is the Pantasy Gumball Machine retro collection. We are actually on bag 4. And it's coming along quite nicely. We've been working on the mechanism for the ball. So now this is going to go in here and into the other end of our mechanism. There we go. And now it's going to turn. There we go. And then you have this little bumper here. Kind of stops it a little bit. All right. But that is going to be where we're going to call it for the night. I am so glad that you've all taken some time to stop by and spend it with me. Our time is our greatest treasure. So I appreciate that you chose to spend some of it here with me this evening. Subway Dude, welcome in. So I want to say thank you, Alexandria. Thank you, Michael with Never Too Old for Bricks. Thank you, Kim from Kim Brick Builds and Odelay Dorado. Thank you. Thank you, Candy from One Brick at a Time. Thank you, Jason from Mac Builds Bricks. Thank you, Tommy Bricks. Thank you, Royal from Brick Together. And thank you, Subway Dude, for stopping by. I do hope you enjoyed your evening with me, as I enjoyed it with you. And again, if you would like to look at some of Pantasy's sets, I do have a description or a link for their website in my description. It's not an affiliate, it's just a link to their website. I hope you all have a blessed evening, and thank you so much for joining me.